Hi, in this segment we're going to do the Picot Cast On. The Picot Cast On is a very nice decorative cast on if you would like to have little points to decorate the edge of a garment or an item. Looks particularly nice when you're doing the socks up at the top. It's great for hems, beautiful on shawls. So there is a nice way of adding some definite beautiful finishing. Okay, so we create a slip knot, place it on the left hand needle, and the Picot Cast On is a combination of the knitted cast on and bind offs. Alright, so we have our slip knot and we're going to do the knitted cast on to cast on 5 stitches. Okay, so we do, I'm going to do it mount this way. Again, for the knitted cast on you can mount either tip to tip or do the method that I'm doing here. And we show you the difference in the knitted cast on section. Okay, so we've cast on 5 stitches. This was the slip knot. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We are now going to bind off 2 stitches. So knit 1, knit 2, bind off 1, and to get the second one, knit the next stitch, and now bind off 2. Okay, so we've bound off 2 stitches. We have 3 stitches over here remaining and 1 stitch on the right hand needle, and we're going to replace it back to the left hand needle, and if you notice there's our little picot. So now we're going to go ahead and cast on 5 stitches again. Okay, once again, this was the stitch we replaced. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we're going to knit off 2 stitches. Bind off 1 and bind off your second stitch. Replace the stitch that's left on the right hand needle back to the left hand needle and continue on. So let's demonstrate in the continental method. Cast on 5, and then we're going to bind off 2. And replace that stitch over to the left hand needle. Okay, so now as you can see we have our picots. You will have a gap directly over your picot. You can make this area here longer so you space your picots out farther. Just add stitches that you cast on. If you wanted these close together, subtract. You need to at least cast on 3 stitches each time because you need to bind off, and the bind off requires at least 3 stitches to do that. So play with that and get the picots that you want. again, depending on your pattern, you can actually figure out how to add these picots in exactly where you want them to go. Happy knitting!